Good evening and welcome, everyone. I am Eugene Barnes. I serve as Rising Tides Entrepreneur Success Associate, a role in which I get to connect entrepreneurs, just like tonight's grads, to essential business resources. I'm also a 2018 CBA graduate and an entrepreneur. I am the co-founder of Book the Barns, a one-stop shop for all your entertainment needs. You can find out more about us at Book the Barns on all social platforms. And if you didn't catch that, yes, that was an elevator pitch. If CBA taught us nothing, it was to stay ready so you don't have to get ready, okay? I am so excited to be with you guys tonight here at Rising Tides 2025 Community Business Academy graduation ceremony. Our theme this evening is breaking boundaries and building futures. Tonight's graduates have broken many boundaries to make it here tonight. Boundaries like getting off of work after a long, hard day, working for a boss who was probably getting on your nerves, rushing to get dinner on the table for your active kids. Active is my PC way of saying bad. I probably shouldn't be calling y'all kids bad, but I did it. It's all love, okay? And now let's officially kick things off in both English and Spanish. It is my pleasure to introduce you all to my amazing co-host, my partner in crime, Miss Yanette Garcia.
Thank you very much, partner. Buenas noches, emprendedores. Qué gran honor para mí estar aquí celebrando con ustedes. Esta noche celebramos a los graduados de la Academia Comunitaria de Negocios, clase Primavera 2025. Valientes, creativos y comprometidos con transformar sus sueños en realidades sostenibles. El tema de esta noche, rompiendo barreras, construyendo futuros, refleja el poder de la visión, el trabajo duro y la innovación. Cada uno de ustedes ha tomado un paso valiente para construir un futuro mejor para sus familias y sus comunidades. Felicidades, graduados. Esta celebración es para ustedes. Que comience la fiesta.
Muy bien, Yanette, muy bien. That's all the Spanish y'all getting from me tonight. Uh, we are going to kick things off with a little warm-up activity here to run that said activity is Rising Tides Officer of Innovation and Talent Liaison. She is also a certified yoga instructor and wellness coach. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Michele Ashley.
Hello and good evening. Welcome. Welcome, Rising Tide Capital family, friends, loved ones, and special guests. My name is Michele Ashley, and it's my honor to celebrate with you tonight. So before we begin, let's take a moment to arrive, and not just in the Zoom room, but in our bodies. Wherever you are, I want to encourage you and invite you to find a comfortable seat or stand if you feel called to when you hear the music. So I'm going to invite you into this little bit of a grounding activity in a way that honors your journey, the journeys before us, and the ones still ahead. So let's begin. As you begin to hear the sounds of the music, I invite you to either close your eyes right where you are, or maybe cast a soft gaze. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You know, it's been a journey. Take another deep breath in for me. And exhale everything out of the lungs. On that next inhale, I want you to draw your shoulders all the way up to your ears. And exhale, roll them back and down. Do that one more time for me. Inhale, reach those elbows, or rather those shoulders up to your ears and roll them back and down. Now, on that next inhale, reach for the sky, reach up. Oh, because it's been a journey. Stretch it. We're gonna move in just a little bit. Kind of sashay just side to side. Inhale up and let those arms drop to your side. Begin to roll your ankles right where you are. Roll them in any direction. Point and flex those toes. Keep breathing because it's celebration tonight. Sway from side to side. If you feel called to, maybe stand up, right? Where you are. And just allow the body to move. Move and groove, because we come from a lineage of people who understood the power and the magic of music that unites, that ground. Maybe put your own little spin on it. Begin to make some circles with your hips. And if you're sitting, point and flex those toes. If you're standing, maybe rotate in the opposite direction. If you're seated, keep pointing and flexing the toes and begin to stretch your feet. And if you're standing, maybe rise up on the balls, drop down those heels. Rise up on the balls, drop down those heels. Keep pointing your legs straight, left and right if you're seated. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Join me back in your seat. And begin to rub those hands together really brisk until you begin to feel the heat between your palms. And when you're ready, place those hands anywhere on the body. And breathe in all the power. Breathe in all the love of community. And know that this is just the beginning of your journey. Ashe. Thank you for allowing me to ground us in this celebratory time.
Hello, and welcome, friends, to our Spring 2025 Community Business Academy graduation. I am Dr. Joy Nicole Martinez. I am the President and Chief Advancement and Innovation Officer at Rising Tide Capital. And I am thrilled and excited to host our phenomenal Board of Trustees, all of our funding partners who've invested in this mission and this organization, and the wonderful community-based organizations, friends, neighbors, and those who volunteer, work with, and make it possible for us to do the work that we do. To the friends and families that are joining us physically in our 4 locations, here at our headquarters building that we call 311 MLK, our office in Newark, New Jersey, our partnering locations in New Brunswick and Elizabeth, welcome. And of course, to those joining us online, welcome and welcome. To the phenomenal graduates who have made it through this semester of Community Business Academy, congratulations. This celebration is designed to honor the commitment you've made, the community you're building, and the business you're connecting to the global economy. Felicidades, disfrútenlo, and bienvenido otra vez. You have broken boundaries. You are building your future, and not just yours, but that of those you influence and those you touch. You did it. Congratulations, and welcome to your next.
Thank you so much, Dr. Joy Nicole. Did y'all see how she switched up the languages right there? That's why she gets paid the big bucks. I see you, Doc. Right now, I have the pleasure of introducing one of our wonderful CBA instructors. Please join me in welcoming the instructor of Class 302, Ms. Tawanda McEachern.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome. This has truly been a journey. For 12 weeks, you guys showed up. And some of you were nervous, some of you were excited, or as my daughter likes to call it, nerve-sighted. And some just curious about what's going on here and what is this going to be? And look at you now. You came in as strangers, and now you are walking away as a community. We laughed together, we learned together, we challenged ourselves, and even showed up on the days that sometimes I know it was hard for you guys. And I think that's what makes this moment so powerful. It's the resiliency, it's the staying to the end. That's the part, honestly, that speaks volumes. And so the theme for tonight, I think that says it best when it says, "Together we rise." And we really have. Each of you brought something special to this space. You brought your ideas, your questions, your passion. All of that matters. And you guys leaned in and you supported each other and you chose not to do it alone. Even when we know that entrepreneurship, it can be a really lonely journey. But that's the real magic of CBA. The tools matter, but the relationships and the courage it took for you guys to show up and how you stepped into a season of growth, that's actually what's going to carry you to the next season. So tonight, I just want to say congratulations. You did it. You did it. You did it. You did it. You stayed the course. You showed up, and now you get to move forward, but not just as graduates, but as entrepreneurs with a purpose. And you got a whole community behind you. And guess what? This is not the end. This is just the beginning. There is so much more for you. So I want you to keep showing up, keep building. Let's keep going and keep rising, because when you rise, we all rise, because we're in this together. Now, let's get to these names, because this is why we came here, right? So I want to introduce to you Class 302. Annalie Granger Johnson, Antoinette Ballard, Donald Jones, Dr. Carrie Spell Hansen, Dujan Blondell, Fola Shade Quadri, Ibn Samad Muhammad, Anissa Jefferson, Kevon Little, Kenneth Spicer, Kiana Elrington, Keela Geddes, Leah Davis, Letitia Johnson, Nafi Diggs, Rashida Nelson, Shakira Weldon, Cernovia Ellis. Congratulations, Class 302. It was an honor to be your instructor. And now I turn it over to my fellow colleague, Marche Proctor Bates of Class.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of myself, Marche Proctor Bates, and my incredible co-instructor, Liz Santiago, it is our absolute joy to celebrate this powerful moment with you. The theme of this graduation, breaking boundaries and building futures, beautifully reflects what we've seen over in our class for the last 12 weeks. You showed up with open minds and open hearts. You stayed engaged, even when life was pulling you in a million different directions. But most importantly, you stayed committed. You stayed committed to your growth, to your goals, and to the belief that your dream is worth it. You stretched yourself. You silenced your self-doubt. You embraced new tools and taken bold steps forward. And today, as you stand as proof that when you lean into your process and trust yourself, transformation happens. You didn't just complete a course, you stepped into your power. You built confidence, community, and a stronger foundation for your business and your future. To all the graduates tonight, we celebrate you, your courage, your dedication, and your resilience are beyond proud of each and every one of you. Thank you for showing up, for trusting us as your instructors, and for supporting one another. It has been our keep dreaming and keep breaking boundaries, because your future is already in motion. And now it is my honor to proudly present the Rising Tide Capital Community Business Academy Class 303 graduates. Adama Anik, Anton Bernelli, Arlene Abreu, Deborah Comyers Izigo, Dina Corbin, Diane Mundizi, Dwayne Harts, Elise Roberts Briscoe, Fanny Calamento, Yasmin Gaskins, Dr. Isidro Gonzalez, Keisha Reeves, Clemente Altenar, Lavis Cole Demas, Lizette Morales, Melanie Merriman, Rainey Tate, Robert Carrero Green, Taisha James. Thank you so much, class of 303. You did an amazing job. Congratulations. And next, you'll have Hilda Mira.
Muy buenas noches con todos. Esta noche me siento tan feliz de estar aquí para poder celebrar a nuestros emprendedores que lo han dado todo. El emprendimiento no se trata de tener todas las respuestas, sino de tener la resiliencia para seguir adelante y la humildad para aprender en el camino. No necesitas perfección, necesitas pasión, propósito y persistencia. Construye algo que refleje tus valores. Resuelve problemas reales y no tengas miedo. Cada reto que enfrentas te está formando como la líder o el líder que tu negocio necesita. Sigue adelante, tú puedes. Ahora voy a presentar a la clase 304. Ángela Jaramillo, Claudia Pardo, Erika Moreta Suárez, Gloria Gómez, Hortense Fleur, Yoreli González, Lady Rivas, María C. Galvis, María Carrillo, Martín Ignacio, Milena Méndez, Ninoshka Cruz, Nidia Ramírez, Pedro Carballo Hernández, Sandra Armenta, Sara Pineda, Sonia Corte y Jessica Castro. Muchas, pero muchas felicitaciones, lo hicieron genial. Y ahora tengo el honor de introducir a la próxima clase 305 de la instructora Tatiana Vivas. Felicidades a todos.
Gracias, Silda. Gracias. Un momentito para Tatiana. Ya casi. Ya viene la clase de Tatiana en un ratito. Muchas gracias por esas palabras siempre tan inspiradoras. Pero ahora, en este momento, tengo el honor de introducir a una representante de nuestras clases en español. Con su historia nos recordará el poder de la perseverancia y su compromiso con la comunidad. Con ustedes, Ruth Vargas.
Buenas tardes a todos. Mi nombre es Ruth Vargas. Soy madre de 3 niños y mi niño menor, Frankie, de 7 años, fue diagnosticado con autismo. El diagnóstico fue un golpe devastador. Solo un mes después de finalmente poder acceder a las terapias que él necesitaba, llegó la pandemia y todo cerró. Me convertí sin quererlo en la asistente de la terapista por Zoom. Y fue un reto, pero también fue el inicio de mi preparación real. En medio de esa crisis, mi matrimonio de 30 años terminó y pasé casi 3 meses en un shelter o un refugio con mis hijos. Fue mi hermana Rebeca, que hoy está aquí, quien me ayudó a comenzar de nuevo. Gracias, hermanita. Años atrás tuve un negocio de accesorios de boda y me gustaba, pero hoy mi porqué es poderoso. Autismo con mamá nació de la necesidad de mejorar a mi hijo y de mi deseo profundo de que ninguna madre latina se sienta sola en este camino, como yo me sentí. A través del IWCA o YWCA, no solo recibí refugio, fue también gracias a ellos que conocí a Rising Tide. Comencé este curso de negocios sin rumbo claro, pero unas 3 semanas después, asistí a un seminario de 4 días con Tony Robbins, donde conecté con mi propósito, con lo que realmente encendía mis huesos. Fue ahí donde decidí certificarme en el trastorno del espectro autista y transformar mi historia en un proyecto de vida. De la Academia Rising Tide me llevo herramientas prácticas, claridad financiera y confianza para formalizar mi emprendimiento. Y uno de los momentos más memorables fue compartir mi proyecto y recibir el respaldo de mis compañeras y compañeros. Sentí que no estaba sola. Hoy sigo trabajando en FedEx, pero con una visión distinta. Autismo con mamá no solo es una idea, es una misión. Para mi familia representa esperanza, estabilidad y una vía de ingresos futura. Sé lo que es enfrentar obstáculos enormes, pero también sé que cuando tienes una comunidad que te respalda, todo cambia. Rising Tide no termina con la graduación. El acompañamiento continuo que ofrece me da esa seguridad para seguir creciendo y lograr mi objetivo. Ya tengo un ebook y un libro en edición de niño y de aquí a 3 a 5 años voy a publicar más libros infantiles sobre emociones, lanzar talleres y formar alianzas con escuelas. Quiero que mis compañeros recuerden que nuestra historia no nos debilita, más bien nos impulsa. El camino no ha sido fácil y seguirán habiendo dificultades, pero Rising Tide está presente. Gracias, Rising Tide, por enseñarme que los comienzos más poderosos nacen en los momentos más difíciles. Gracias, Josana, por ser un orgullo latino. No sé cómo le hiciste para que me gustaran los números, pero lo lograste. Hoy no solo tengo un negocio, tengo una misión y esto apenas comienza.
Excelente, Ruth. Muchas gracias por compartir tu viaje tan poderoso con todos nosotros. Tus palabras nos inspiran a todos. Ahora continuamos con la celebración, presentando a los siguientes instructores que han sido fundamentales en este camino. Me complace introducirles a Vladimir Quito de la clase 305. Bienvenido, Vladi.
Gracias y felicidades a la clase 305. Tatiana Vivas y mi persona estamos muy orgullosos de ustedes. Hoy celebramos más que el cierre de un ciclo de aprendizaje, celebramos su valentía, su dedicación y su pasión por transformar esos sueños en realidades. Cada uno de ustedes, emprendedores y dueños de negocios, algunos, han demostrado que el compromiso con el crecimiento personal nos abren caminos hacia el éxito. Ustedes son el corazón de nuestras comunidades y el impacto de lo que han logrado en esta etapa será solo el comienzo. Sigan adelante con esa misma fuerza, creatividad y propósito que los trajo hasta aquí. El mundo necesita de lo que ustedes tienen para ofrecer. Ahora voy a nombrar a los graduados de la clase 305. Ángela Brines, Evangelina Fermín, Gabriel Escobar, Ivana Murillo, Juana Valentina Quintero, Leonardo Flores, Titi Suárez, Lourdes Martínez, Luz Agudelo, Luz Soto, Magdara Gutiérrez, Rosalina Batista, Jenny Viviana Quevedo Beltrán, Yoleida Rosales. Estamos increíblemente orgullosos de ustedes. Clase 305, sigan brillando alto. Ahora doy paso a la clase 306, Carline Betín.
Hello, Class 306. A pleasure being your instructor. On the behalf of myself and our amazing monitor, Marche Proctor Bates, from day one, you brought your heart, focus, and willingness to grow. You embraced a new platform, navigated the experience with grace, and showed up not only for yourselves, but for each other. You did the homework, you participated attentively, asked thoughtful questions, and supported your classmates with care. We laughed, we explored, and stretched together. I couldn't be more prouder of what you've accomplished. We celebrate you. As you prepare to step into the world as entrepreneurs, carry this with you. Your business begins and ends with you. Your energy, your story, your values are what set everything in motion. You are not just building a brand, you are the brand. Lead with authenticity, serve with intention, and trust that what you bring to the world is needed. It has been an honor to walk beside you in this journey. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for showing up. You've earned this moment. Welcome to your new chapter. And now it is my absolute joy to present Class 306. Cassandra Clinton. Dominique Holmes. Jennifer Brooks. Kaya Perchanska. Surendra Jakar. Congratulations, Class 306. You did such an amazing job. And with that, I'd like to pass it on to Angela McKnight, Class 307.
Hello, I am Senator Angela V. McKnight, the instructor, along with Abigail Maldonado for Wednesday night class 307, aka Legacy Makers. Hey, Legacy Makers, I am here to say congratulations. We are so proud of you. You managed these 12 weeks. Yes, you did. You did all the homeworks, you engaged in the class, you supported one another. You did it. And I want to say, you rock. Together we rise. The 12 weeks had you going on a roller coaster. However, you rode the roller coaster for an entire 12 weeks. You did those homeworks. You helped one another. You helped yourself. This chapter in your life is done. However, you have more chapters to write along your entrepreneurial journey. You got this. You can do this. I am so proud of you. Abby is so proud of you. I want you to be proud of you. So take a moment and thank yourself for getting here tonight. Take a moment for completing all the work to make it here tonight. You deserve your thanks. And to your family members and your friends who are cheering you on, thank you for being there and supporting your family member and your friend, because they need it and they will continue to need your support and your love. So to the Legacy Makers Class 307, you rock, you did it. We are proud of you. We love you. And we know that you're going to climb even higher mountains, and you're going to climb it together. You are part of the Rising Tide Capital family forever. Remember that. So now, without further ado, I would like to announce the 307 Wednesday night class, online class, aka Legacy Makers. We have the CBA graduates 307, Ada Aguilar, Alyssa Dominich, Christy Petrucci, Elizabeth Riaz, Danetta Springer, Ladette Mario, Margaret Lumpkin, Michele McFadden, Nadia Hyatt, Rachel Perlman, Sade Reed, and last but certainly not least, Samir Iman. Congratulations on completing the CBA class. You did it, you deserve it, and I know you're going to continue to rise, and you're going to do that together. Take care. Love you all.
Congratulations to the Rising Tide Capital Community Business Academy graduating class. I'm Kimberly Sumter, Senior Manager of Direct Services, and I'm thrilled to celebrate this incredible achievement with you. As you begin the next phase of your entrepreneurial journey, the entire Direct Services team will be there to support you every step of the way. We are dedicated to connecting you with the essential resources you'll need as you navigate your next steps towards your business growth. Through BAS, you'll have access to one-on-one coaching with industry experts, exclusive events, pitch competitions, insightful webinars, and access to our vibrant alumni community. And it's all designed to empower you to continue to grow your business. Congratulations once again for completing the CBA program, and welcome to the next chapter of your journey here with us at Rising Tide Capital.
Hola, felicidades a los graduados de esta clase de la Academia Comunitaria de Negocios de Rising Tide Capital. Mi nombre es Janet García, coordinadora senior de éxito empresarial, graduada de la clase otoño 2019, y estoy encantada de celebrar este logro increíble junto a ustedes. Al comenzar la siguiente etapa de su viaje como emprendedores, todo el equipo de servicios directos estará aquí para apoyarles en cada paso del camino. Nos dedicamos a conectarlos con los recursos esenciales que requerirán a medida que avanzan hacia el crecimiento de su negocio. A través de los servicios acelerados de negocios, tendrán acceso a múltiples servicios como coaching personalizado con expertos de la industria, eventos exclusivos de networking, competencias de pitch, webinars informativos y acceso a nuestra vibrante comunidad de graduados. Todo diseñado para empoderarlos mientras continúan construyendo y haciendo crecer su negocio.
Felicidades nuevamente por completar el programa de CBA y bienvenidos a la siguiente etapa de su viaje como parte de la familia de Rising Tide Capital.
Yay! This is so exciting. Are you excited? I have the incredible honor of introducing tonight's keynote speaker. He is not just a powerful storyteller, he is a fierce advocate for equity and justice. He is probably one of the coolest people I've ever met in my entire life. And he is, I'm very proud to say, a wonderful friend. Francisco Tito Santos Silva, he has devoted over a decade to the social sector, working tirelessly to empower youth from underserved communities. His substantial expertise includes his role as executive director of Boston Uncornered, where he led efforts to provide gang members with access to educational opportunities. Prior to this, he was the director of engagement at UTEC or UTC, focusing on the professional development of frontline staff and staff of color, and supporting gun violence impacted communities through excellence in training initiatives. Previously, Tito contributed to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Department of Youth Services, assisting incarcerated young adults with reintegration. And at Elliott Community Services, Social Services, where he secured safe placements for children and families in crisis. He holds a Bachelor of Arts and a Master of Arts in Community Social Psychology from the University of Massachusetts Lowell. Growing up in Brockton, Massachusetts, as the son of an immigrant in a community beset by poverty, gangs, and violence, Tito's personal journey was deeply challenging. He's broken boundaries, trust, and he is building futures, believe me. Having navigated the streets himself, he narrowly avoided the fate of his cousin, who received a life sentence at age 18. The profound loss of his best friend to street violence almost derailed Tito's future. However, crucial support helped him reclaim his trajectory, fueling his commitment to supporting others facing similar adversities. Currently, Tito serves as a consultant for principle-based management at Stand Together, where he guides individuals on their self-actualizing journeys. His work is truly a testament to the power of resilience and the impact of community support in transforming lives and communities. My friend and your keynote for the evening, Tito.
Oh, Dr. J. It's so hard to follow Dr. J. She can make you feel like a superhero when she talks, and she really sets the bar really high. So I'm just so grateful to be here. Good evening, Rising Tide family. First off, I want to say congratulations to you all. I'm just honored to be here with you on such a special day. I know the work that Rising Tide does very well, and it is just a privilege for me to be here. I want to start with something just to set the baseline. I don't really like keynotes. Too often, I think they're just noise. There's a lot of hype, light on substance. Someone gets up, throws a bunch of cliches around, rah rah nonsense based on quotes that you could probably just see on TikTok or Instagram. And that might work for college graduates heading into internships and gap years, fifth graders on their way to middle school, and even kindergartners on their way to first grade, but that's not who you all are. You're not here for the fluff. You're here because you did something hard, because you chose something better. So I'm going to try not to preach today. I'm just going to try to speak to you. Tonight, we celebrate you. Each one of you stared down limitations and chose something better for your lives and for your legacy. And it aligns with a simple truth. Newton's first law of physics, and it's the mantra that I live by. And if you look over my shoulder, you can see it's on my wall. An object at rest stays at rest, but an object in motion stays in motion unless acted upon by a force. What that means to me is that you just got to keep moving. Because movement, even the tiniest, trembling kind, is how change begins. And for each of you here tonight, that movement has already started because you've sacrificed. You stayed up late to finish assignments while juggling jobs and kids, grief, bills, life. You kept going when it would have been easier and probably even justified if you just quit. You got in motion. Each of you took a step towards a future most people couldn't see. And maybe at times you couldn't see it. And that's the definition of leadership. It's the definition of breaking boundaries. Now, let's talk about that theme just a little bit, breaking boundaries and building futures. You didn't break boundaries with hashtags and slogans or reposting quotes on Instagram. You broke them with late nights and hard times. Probably missed some birthdays, some early mornings, and through difficult conversations. You broke them by showing up over and over again, even when you were exhausted. Probably times that you were unsure. And there were probably some spaces in there where you were afraid. And you didn't wait for the conditions to be perfect. You didn't wait for someone to come and save you. You just did it. And now look at you. You're building businesses. You're building belief. You're building something generational, something your kids, your communities, your future self will thank you for. And it all began with movement. Now, I want to share with you something that helped me while I was going through some of my difficult times. During some of the hardest times of my transition, every spring I would notice a dragonfly. It wasn't the same dragonfly, right? But one would show up every single year, and it still does. And it reminded me that the seasons changed, and that meant time has gone by, and that meant I continued through to another year. And it became kind of like my spirit animal. So much so that you can probably see that I've got it tattooed on me. It just sits with me. And it's a reminder to keep going until I see the dragonfly, that no matter what, the time is going to pass. And that means things have changed. And that means I've kept going. And so when I don't always see the results of my work, I know the time is moving. But I wasn't really sure why I was so connected to the idea of a dragonfly. And so, like everyone, I jumped on Google to figure out more about this little bug. And I learned that the dragonfly is seen as a symbol of change in many cultures. And I thought that's kind of dope, but I didn't understand why it was a symbol of change, because to me, it was just a bug with wings. And so I went deeper. And what I learned helped me to understand why it was the symbol of change and so right for my story. And I hope can help some of you with your story. You see, the dragonfly lives most of its life underwater. It's in the mud, in the dark, in the cold. It's not flying, it's not shimmering, it's not becoming. It's just a little larva with legs. And it's trying not to be eaten by fish or other predators, literally just fighting to survive. And then one day, it just decides to start moving. It takes a little wiggle and it pushes through the mud, inch by inch, until it finds a blade of grass or a rock that it can climb up and break through the surface of the water. And then it transforms into the beautiful creature we all know. But here's the interesting thing. Unlike most other insects that transform, it doesn't form a cocoon. It doesn't stop and rest or create a safe and warm wraparound space. It doesn't emerge when it's confident and ready. It goes through what is known as incomplete metamorphosis. While it's climbing, it breaks free of itself into what we know it to be. It literally changes through the movement, not into a better version of the larva, but into something completely new. That hit me because I spent a lot of years in the mud, in the dark, in the cold, in the unseen, underestimated places, just trying to keep my head above water and feed my kids. And sometimes I felt like I was stuck there. I have family still stuck there. And there were times that I thought I was put there because that's where I belonged. And it was the only place for me. And here's the other side of that. The dragonfly needs the mud for the first part of its life. It needs the cold. It needs the dark. It needs the water because that's where it formed all the parts it needs for when it's time to fly. The long tail, the multi-directional eyes, the four wings, the muddy, dark, wet world it was born in prepares it for the sunny, warm skies it dominates. And when I say dominates, I'm not using that word lightly. It becomes one of the only animals that can fly in any direction, and it becomes the most efficient hunter in the animal kingdom. Not one of, the most. And I love that because it reminds me that every dark, cold, muddy hole that I've climbed out of was part of my journey. And those hard times that you faced, they made you strong enough for yours, for what's coming next. So what is next? Now you build. You build boldly, you build responsibly, you build with your name in mind, you build with your legacy in mind. And the first step, the one that was the hardest, you've already done it. The next one, it's going to be a little bit easier. And then the next one, and you'll put another until suddenly you're full sprint. See, tonight is not just about looking back at what you've done. It's about choosing what you're going to do next. Because this community, this network, this movement, it isn't the finish line. It's a launch pad. Every person here is part of the same current. Tap into it, use it, share resources, share job leads, share time, help each other stay in motion. Because the truth is, no system, no program, no plan is going to do it for you. That momentum has to come from you, but you don't have to do it alone. So I'm not here to give you just a speech full of platitudes or like, you got this, okay, yay. I'm here to ask you to actually do something. I want you to decide right now, what is your next step? Not the 5-year plan, not the dream house or the new title, not what you're putting on your vision board for when you're a millionaire and you're driving your dream car. I'm talking about what are you going to do tomorrow, June 27th, 2025, to keep moving? That phone call you've been putting off, the application you keep saving as a draft, the conversation with your kid or your boss or your spouse or your damn self. Pick it, commit to it, and take the step. Because an object in motion stays in motion. And you've already started. And in that motion is the transformation. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here with you. And congratulations on all your hard work.
I told you he was my friend. I told you he was a storyteller, and I tried to give you warning. I tried, Tito. I literally have chills. I mean, I spent years in the mud, in the dark, cold, unseen, and underestimated places. Did you hear him, graduates, tell you that you have walked through this journey exhausted and unsure, but you didn't wait for someone else to save you? He reminded you that you're building something generational, and it all began with movement. And how many of us have seen ourselves as larvae just trying to survive and not be eaten by others in the midst of our incomplete metamorphosis? If that don't preach. When we don't see results right away, we will, Tito, look for the dragonfly, and we'll break through the surface of water and into the spaces we are designed and destined to dominate. Thank you, my dear friend, for reminding us of who we are and who we're called and purposed to be, and for reminding these graduates that they are supported fully and they are ready and to do the very next thing. I'm gonna stop talking so I can gather myself and yield the floor back to our MC. Here's to you. Thank you, Eugene.
Thank you, Dr. Joy Nicole. Thank you. And thank you, Pastor Tito. Tito, That was a whole word, brother. That was a whole word. Thank you so much, man. I knew your speech was gonna be lit as soon as you said rah rah. I never heard that in a keynote before. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. Time to give out some more shout outs to these graduates. Join me in welcoming the instructor of CBA Class 308, Miss Natalie Warren.
Buenas tardes a todos. Mi nombre es Natalie Quesada Warren y yo soy la instructora de la clase 308. Qué honor es para mí estar aquí hoy frente a ustedes para hablar con mis estudiantes de la clase 308 que trabajaron tan duro en este semestre y que se presentaron con valentía, determinación y propósito. Hoy no es solo una ceremonia, es una declaración. Una declaración de que ustedes, nuestros graduados, han superado barreras y están construyendo el futuro, no solo para ustedes mismos, sino también para sus familias, sus comunidades y las generaciones por venir. Tomémonos un momento para reflexionar sobre lo que fue necesario para llegar hasta aquí. Ustedes escribieron el trabajo, la familia y la vida. Muchas veces todo al mismo tiempo. Estudiaron mientras sus hijos dormían, tomaron apuntes entre turnos, construyeron planes de negocio después de días largos, practicando nuevas habilidades cuando el mundo les decía que se quedaran en su lugar. Y siguieron adelante una y otra vez, incluso cuando era difícil. Ustedes eligieron no rendirse. Y esto es lo que significa romper barreras. No solo las visibles como el idioma, el tiempo o el acceso, sino también las silenciosas, la duda personal, el miedo, la invisibilidad. Y no solo las rompieron, las transformaron en peldaños. Completaron la capacitación Rising Tide CBA no solo para iniciar su negocio, sino para adueñarse de su negocio. Todo esto mientras llevaban sobre sus hombros el peso completo de la vida. El mundo en que vivimos hoy no siempre es amable con quienes se atrevan a crecer, pero su crecimiento fue intencional. Aprendieron a hacer presupuestos, a calcular su punto de equilibrio, a entender a su competencia. Hicieron preguntas valientes, cumplieron con su tarea, se desafiaron a pensar diferente y actuar con valentía. Ese esfuerzo, esa acción fue un acto vivo de romper barreras y construir su futuro. Y por eso cuando decimos rompiendo barreras, construyendo futuros, estamos hablando de ustedes, del camino que trazaron con cada desvelo, cada decisión valiente, cada sí determinado. No están graduándose solo de un curso, se están graduando hacia su poder. Así que al mirar hacia adelante, lleven este momento con orgullo, que sea un recordatorio de su capacidad para aprender, adaptarse y liderar. Están moldeando su futuro con cada paso que dan. Sigan rompiendo barreras, sigan construyendo, sigan creciendo. Felicidades, graduados. Estoy tan orgullosa de ustedes. Y con eso me gustaría presentar a mis increíbles estudiantes. Bárbara Alba. Carmen García. Carmen Cisalima Bustamante. Farina Ariza. Gloria Chico. Lipsonia Pérez de Carvalho. Martín Escobar, que fue el ganador del discurso de elevador. Eileen Alcántara. Patricia Chagla. Ramona Santos. Con eso les dejo. A continuación, damos la bienvenida a Alanis Aquino, la monitora de la clase 309, quien presentará a sus estudiantes. Felicidades nuevamente.
Gracias, Natalie. El día de hoy estamos celebrando con nuestros queridos graduados no solo la culminación de un logro personal más en su vida, sino también el poder decirse a ustedes mismos, sí, lo logré. Y es entonces cuando nos damos cuenta que las barreras que creíamos que estaban afuera estaban solo en nuestra mente. Y si nuestra mente lo cree, lo puede crear, pasando a ser esa empresaria con carácter de asumir nuevos retos y la decisión de crear un mejor futuro para ustedes mismos, impactando en nuestras comunidades y abriendo nuevos caminos con sus increíbles servicios y productos que ofrecen como dueños de negocio. Es un honor para mí presentar a la clase 309 de New Brunswick. Alexandra Hernández, Catalina Pérez, Eva Mejía, Francisco Méndez, Jairo Muñoz, María Tecangüeje, Mario Sabas, Nadia Osorio, Nino Sánchez, Patricia Melo, Yesenia Alas. Felicitaciones clase 309 por hacer la diferencia. A continuación, les presento a nuestra querida instructora de la clase 310, Deidre Malloy.
Thank you very much. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you an amazing group of entrepreneurs from the CBA 310. It has been such a privilege and an honor to work alongside each of you as you figured out a path forward for your ideas and your visions, as you work through the challenges of understanding your pricing and how to negotiate through difficult circumstances. It has been a beautiful journey as we have walked through the different processes of understanding the nuances of being an entrepreneur. Breaking boundaries is the theme for the graduation. And if you look back on your beginning through the journey of the 12 weeks, you have each broken one boundary or another and gone to one level or another in your journey. And so for that, you should be very proud. And with that, I want to encourage you to continue to break boundaries, to continue to strive forward, no matter what, because the past 12 weeks that you've embarked on certainly demonstrate you have the stamina to continue to move forward. So I'm very proud of you and certainly continue along your journey. So would everyone please join me in congratulating the following amazing entrepreneurs. Cassandra James, Charlene Adams, Gina Davison, Imani Stewart, Melissa Jackson, Monique Davis, Natasha Green, Nina Green, Quadir Harmon, Sarah Witchy, and last but not least, Tammy Knight. Congratulations on this amazing accomplishment.
Saludos nuestros estimados graduados de Rising Tide Capital. Mi nombre es Priscila Renta del Departamento de Comunicaciones. Quiero desearles mucha felicidad por su compromiso, por su tiempo y energía que han dedicado. Les deseo mucho éxito, mucha prosperidad y que todos sus sueños se realicen.
Gracias, Priscila, por estas hermosas palabras. ¿Cómo vamos? ¿Cómo vamos? Ha sido muchas emociones entre la historia de nuestra estimada y admirada Ruth, este conversatorio tan emocionante que nos compartió el señor Tito con la historia de la libélula y su tatuaje, simplemente maravilloso. Así que continuamos la celebración. Ahora le damos la bienvenida a la instructora de la clase 311, que es un número muy memorable para nosotros, la doctora Kemi. Bienvenida.
Good afternoon. I'm honored to introduce you all to these incredible entrepreneurs for Class 311. They have spent over the past 12 weeks unwavering commitment, no matter the circumstance, and have pushed through challenges to embrace growth. And now we stand ready to see them confidently gain the skills that they've learned throughout the course, but also the knowledge that they've brought to the class. I also had the opportunity to work with a wonderful monitor, Bernadette Burns, and it has been an honor to work with her along with the rest of the students. We are so proud of each and every one of you, and I want to introduce the graduates now. Ajuma Offord, Annette Pickney, Christina Sonara, Courtney Proctor Bates, Jennifer Withers Slink, Michelle Johnson, Nashima Harvey, Patricia Mitchell, Rhonda Spratt, Congratulations, Class 311. Thank you.
Buenas noches. Felicitaciones a los graduados del día de hoy. Muchas gracias, Yoxana Canán, por esa cálida bienvenida. Soy Adriana Quito, la instructora de la clase 313. Y hoy tengo el placer de compartir con ustedes unas palabras desde mi corazoncito. Durante estas 12 semanas tuve el privilegio de acompañar a un grupo de mujeres excepcionales, mujeres valientes y llenas de sueños. Al inicio las vi llegar con mucha ilusión, pero también con miedo y con dudas, pero con muchísimas ganas de intentarlo. A pesar del cansancio al final del día, eligieron estar presentes, eligieron dar ese paso, pequeño pero poderoso a la vez, para alcanzar sus metas. Por eso el lema de esta graduación, rompiendo barreras, construyendo futuros, no podía ser más acertado. Porque eso fue lo que hicieron, chicas. Rompieron barreras mentales, emocionales y muchas veces físicas. Hoy no solo se gradúan, hoy están listas para transformar sus sueños en negocios, sus ideas en realidades y sus historias en inspiración para los demás. Gracias, gracias, gracias por inspirarme, gracias por enseñarme tanto y por permitirme compartir con ustedes su avance. Con todo mi cariño y admiración, tengo el honor de presentar a las graduadas de la clase 313. Con ustedes, Alexandra Zulca, Clara Zuquilanda, Eili López, Elizabeth Castro, Evelyn Apodaca, Graciela Campos, Jacqueline Perlaza, Jacqueline Betancourt, Yasmile Quino, Kenia Vázquez, Laura Perlaza, Luz Arango, María Cecilia Lemos, María Elena Chávez, nuestra graduada ganadora del discurso del elevador. Felicitaciones, María Elena. Miriam Araujo, Sandra García, Stephanie Ventura y Sonia Torres. Felicitaciones, estimada clase 313. Sigan creyendo en ustedes y nunca, pero nunca olviden que el verdadero éxito comienza cuando decidimos romper barreras para construir el futuro que soñamos. Con orgullo y emoción les envío un abrazo fuerte a cada una de ustedes y mis deseos de éxito en todo lo que emprendan. Ahora tengo el gusto de presentar a la siguiente clase graduada de esta noche, la clase 314, dirigida por nuestra estimada instructora Charlene Simpson.
And welcome, especially those of you who are here to support your graduates. To my incredible Saturday morning CBA class, and as your instructor, Charlene Simpson, and alongside our amazing and supportive class monitor, Allison Harmon. We want to extend our deepest congratulations to each and every one of you. Over the past 12 weeks, you've poured your hearts and minds into this journey. We've witnessed your hard work, your dedication, and your thoughtful questions, and your unwavering commitment to transforming your business dreams into a reality. Every Saturday, you all brought energy, curiosity, resilience to the classroom, making our class truly special. What you're doing is a massive accomplishment, and you should be incredibly proud of all that you've learned and achieved. We've seen your ideas solidify, your confidence grow, and your plans take shape. We're honored to have been part of your entrepreneurial journey and to have watched your progress firsthand. We are celebrating all of your accomplishments and cheering you on as you take your next powerful step. Congratulations again, and you have truly done an outstanding job. And now, without further ado, Saturday morning grads are Crystal Combs, Damir Damarest, Gail Jones, Imran Masood, Larissa Barnes, Monique Glover, Nadine Brown, Nimra Masood, Robert Bernaldo, Sherelle Tate Pridgeon, Sophia Ismail, Stephanie Alto, Tamara De La Scott, Taylor Davis, Taya Dalton, Veronica Nunez, and Yasmin Ismail. Congratulations to all of you.
Muy buenas noches. De parte de nuestra maravillosa monitora Marilyn Nash y de mi propia parte, hoy quiero extender una gran felicitación a todos los graduados, pero muy en especial a mi clase 302. Hoy nos reunimos bajo un lema muy poderoso: rompiendo barreras, construyendo futuro. Cada uno de nosotros, desde nuestras distintas experiencias, ha enfrentado desafíos en estas 12 semanas y, sin embargo, se mantuvieron aquí, aprendiendo, creciendo y, sobre todo, soñando con un mañana más justo y más brillante para ustedes y sus familias. Siempre parece imposible hasta que se hace, dijo Nelson Mandela. Y esa es nuestra misión: desafiar lo que parece imposible, superar obstáculos y construir algo que nos inspire no solo a nosotros, sino también a nuestra comunidad. Porque con cada semestre me convenzo más de que estas clases, más que lecciones académicas, son una herramienta de transformación, ya que además de todo lo que aprenden de negocios, ustedes aprendieron a creer en lo que son capaces de lograr cuando se lo proponen. Ha sido un honor acompañarlos. Ahora viene lo mejor. Sin más, vamos a celebrar a nuestros graduados. Alberta Osorio. Angie Marcela Vivas Morales. Iracelma Paneso. Yosendri Alcántara González. Laura Cruz. Lucía Ismail. María Quintero. María Vallejo. Nuestra ganadora del discurso elevador, Ruth Vargas. Sandra Osorio. Santa Asiani. Silvia Rocío Supe Huizatasi. Víctor Yepes. Felicidades una vez más a todos los graduandos.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to classes 311, 312, 313, and 314. I'm very proud of all our graduates, but I am especially proud of my baby sister who graduated from class 314. The one, the only, the chair of Rising Tide Capital's Board of Trustees, who will present this semester's executive summary contest winners, Miss Aicha Balla.
Hello, good evening, everyone. By the way of introduction, my name is Aicha Balla. My journey with Rising Tide Capital started in 2015, so almost 10 years ago, where I made a lifelong commitment to lift others and started as a volunteer in our business academy. I'm also a director at the Royal Bank of Canada in investment strategies and have been on Wall Street for almost 26 years. It is my honor and privilege to stand before you today as the first Black woman who is the chair of the Board of Trustees for Rising Tide Capital. Tonight, we gather to celebrate the remarkable achievements of our entrepreneurial community and recognize outstanding individuals who have demonstrated exceptional talent and dedication. It is an honor to celebrate all the 176 entrepreneurs into the Rising Tide community. Today is a time to celebrate your dedication to completing the CBA, a 12-week program on how to start, run, and maintain a business. You may have not known that the first day you showed up for class was the beginning of a path toward realizing your dream and owning your own business. That day also signified the beginning of your entrepreneurial journey, a path marked with challenges, triumphs, and opportunities to elevate and evolve. We are so excited to celebrate with you and to see what the future holds. We rise by lifting each other, and we have been so blessed to work along so many community leaders like you to achieve this tremendous milestone today. Today, we are standing together, working together to make our communities and the world a better place. In 2021, my family and I established the Aicha Balla Legacy Award to honor, celebrate my brother's memory. The award provides grants for the Community Business Academy Executive Summary winners to seed their entrepreneurial dreams. As part of the CBA curriculum, each entrepreneur creates an executive summary for their business, which is entered into a class competition. These summaries were diligently evaluated before selecting a first and second prize winner. I will say it is always very challenging to pick the winners because I think that you all are winning. But without further ado, I'm honored to announce the executive summary winners for each class. First place winners will receive a $500 Aicha Balla Legacy. And the first place winners are, for the English classes, class of 302, Donald Jones. Class of 303, Robert Carroll Green. Class of 306, Kaya Prashanska. Class of 307, Nadia Hayek. Class of 310, Nina Green. Class of 311, Rhonda Sprott. Class of 314, Veronica Nunez. The first place winners for the Spanish class, class of 304, Erica Mortera Suarez. Class of 305, Liris Suarez. Class of 308, Lepsonia Perez de Carvalho. Class of 309, Maria Tequenhuewe. Class of 312, Victor Yepes. Class of 313, Kenya Cecilia Vasquez. The second place winners will also receive a $100 gift card for their business. The winners are for the English class, class of 302, Kalia Guedes. Class of 303, Anton Bernabella. Class of 306, Dominique Holmes. Class of 307, Rachel Perlman. Class of 310, Imani Stewart. Class of 311, Jennifer Withers Salik. Class of 314, Taya Dalton. The Spanish winners, Nino Shaxa Cruz. Class of 305, Leonardo Flores. Class of 308, Carmen Cisalima. Class of 309, Yesina Alas. Class of 312, Sylvia Supe. And class of 313, Sandra Garcia. Today is a day to celebrate you. Take that moment in. As your journey continues, remind yourself of the purpose and celebrate all of your accomplishments, no matter how big or how small. May you have the fortitude to forge forward with the tools that you have learned and be blessed by the story still unwritten. Congratulations, class of 2025 spring. I'm so proud of you. You are already breaking boundaries and building futures and making a true difference in our communities. I thank you. Congratulations all.
Thank you, Miss Aicha, for your words tonight and for all that you do for everyone here at Rising Tide Capital. Aicha, I'm sorry. I'm back. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure of introducing our English class speaker. Please give a big RTC welcome for Dr. Isaura Gonzalez.
Good evening, Rising Tide Capital family, alumni, volunteers, sponsors, as this program would not be possible without all of the dedication and time you give, and to our beloved families and fellow CBA graduates. Tonight, we are not just recognized as graduating entrepreneurs. We are boundary breakers, future builders, and visionaries who dared to believe in our dreams. It is my deep honor to be the voice for my Tuesday graduating cohort class 303. I am also immensely humbled because words cannot fully capture the power, heart, and brilliance of the 19 entrepreneurs. I've had the privilege of growing alongside. You have inspired me with love, perseverance, determination, discipline, and fierce courage. It is my sincere hope that this message honors the journey we've all walked together. Becoming an entrepreneur is so much more than launching a business. It is a rite of passage. We transformed from doing entrepreneurship to becoming entrepreneurs. That's why our graduation theme, breaking boundaries, building futures, couldn't be more fitting. Tonight marks a pivotal moment in our journey. Weeks ago, we embarked on an uncharted entrepreneurial journey, not knowing where it would lead or who we would become at the end of it. Every step of the Community Business Academy was built with intention, not only for building our businesses, but to mold and strengthen the people behind them. It is no wonder our journey started with us, an introduction of who we were as individuals, as dreamers, as creators, as trailblazers, as disruptive innovators, as entrepreneurs. Week after week, we discovered our resilience and showed up with grace, compassion, and strength. After 12 weeks together, I can say with certainty, the vision we had of ourselves at the start is not the one we hold today. CBA stretched us. Each session challenged our assumptions, pushed our limits, and asked us to grow personally and professionally. Our time together was filled with learning, smiles, and laughter. And with the guidance and love from our instructors and Santander volunteers, we didn't just overcome challenges, we redefined what was possible, continually proving that everything we needed to succeed was already within us. And when our own doubts crept in, we were reminded gently and powerfully that who we are and what we believe matters, as those are the greatest indicators for our success, not what others think of us. We didn't just learn how to build a business, we learned how to rise. Each week we emerge having dusted ourselves off, demonstrating our resilience, faith, and more importantly, trust in ourselves. We were reminded of the effectiveness of taking a breath, to return to that simple act of being present, to create a space where loving ourselves took precedence as we emerged as leaders, challenging a status quo that often presses down on us like a weighted blanket. That takes courage. That takes vision. That takes heart. And that is who we are. We often participated in breakout groups where not only did we discuss the assignment at hand, but it was a space where our dreams, desires, hopes, and sometimes doubt took center stage. Those moments were captivating and felt like the reliving of something ancient and sacred. It was reminiscent of stories of our ancestors that would gather in darkness under starlit skies, whispering their dreams into the wind, dreaming of a future that we would rise. Their lone tears became rivers, and upon those rivers, we've built bridges from their struggle to our success. We are those stars. We are their wildest hopes embodied. And when we face moments that seem impassable, may we remember, we are the light, the legacy, the bridge. Rising Tide's President, Chief Advancement and Innovation Officer, Dr. Joy Nicole Martinez, recently reminded us that their mission is to dismantle barriers, restore access to opportunity, and elevate the economic power of historically excluded communities, and that entrepreneurship is freedom. And in this space, we found our freedom and gave our dreams life. As I conclude, I want to leave you with something deeply personal, something that changed the way I view every beginning and every end. In 2019, at the height of my career, after receiving life-altering news, I wandered off to sleep with the unsettling thought echoing, I cannot believe this is how my journey ends. At 3:33 a.m., I was jolted awake, sitting straight up, wise-eyed open, as if the universe itself had something to say. And it did. I heard a whisper that landed like a thunderous clap. Your journey has not ended. Today, your journey begins. Graduates, that message isn't just mine, it's ours. Our journey does not end tonight. Today, our journey begins. Today, we rise. Today, we build. Today, we begin. Thank you.
Wow, doctora Isaura. Muchas gracias por esas palabras tan poderosas y tan motivadoras. Gracias, gracias, gracias. Ahora tengo el honor de presentar a un compañero a quien estimo y admiro infinitamente. The one and only Mr. John Díaz, quien nos acompañará para entregar el prestigioso premio Harvey George. Bienvenido.
Thanks, Janet. Thank you, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Before I say another word, I want to invite you to take a breath with me. Come on, deep breaths. Ready? Look at this room. Look at what's here. Courage, progress, resilience, brilliance, and legacy gathered under one roof. This isn't just any evening. This is a celebration of transformation, of tenacity, and of the possibility born when people believe in themselves and in each other. My name is John Diaz, and I'm the Major Gift Officer here at Rising Tide Capital. First, thank you to our graduates, your families, your support systems, your circles of love for making this moment possible. I want to thank our funders, our partners, our incredible staff, volunteers, and instructors. And I especially want to thank Dr. Martinez for entrusting me with the sacred honor of presenting tonight's Harvey George Award, one of the most meaningful recognitions in our Rising Tide Capital community. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge Alex Forrester, co-founder and COO of Rising Tide, who has presented this award faithfully for the past 20 years. It is an honor to carry forward this tradition with deep respect for his leadership and even deeper belief in the extraordinary spirit of this award. The Harvey George Award was established in honor of one of Rising Tide's earliest friends, literally our very first friend here in Jersey City. Harvey was a Community Business Academy graduate, just like all of you, and founder of Friends of the Lifers, an organization that supported individuals returning from incarceration. He believed something radical, that your business could be an engine for healing, that entrepreneurship could be a way to pour love into the cracks of a broken system, that justice could be real. And as Alex Forrester often says, it can start right where you stand. When Harvey passed away in 2012, we created this award to remember and honor that spirit. Every semester, we present the Harvey George Award to one graduate whose business reflects the power of entrepreneurship to uplift, to restore, and to create pathways towards dignity, justice, and belonging. And that brings me to tonight's honoree. Bear with me, please. Before I mention their name, I want to pause and share something personal. I have a very close friend. His name is Frank. He was never in trouble with the law. He has dreams, ambition, and a good heart. He worked for NYCHA for over 25 years, revitalizing housing projects, just like the one we grew up in. But one day, a storm he couldn't shake found its way into his life. A moment of pain became a decision that changed everything. Now he's serving a 12-year sentence. There isn't a day I don't think of him, not a day I don't wish he had a place like Rising Tide, a place where his gifts could be recognized, where his potential could be nurtured, and where he could be seen as more than the worst decision he ever made. Brian Stevenson, whose work and words have inspired justice movements across this country, once said, "Each of us is more than the worst thing we've ever done." That's just not a quote. It's a lifeline, and it's the heartbeat of this award. It's the through line from Frank to Harvey to tonight's honoree. Each one a ripple in the same current, from a drip of struggle to a stream of redemption to a waterfall of possibility. This year's Harvey George Award recipient is Miss Nashima Harvey, founder and CEO of the Little Greenhouse Educational Services. Nashima's business is more than a service, it's a movement, a boutique educational practice rooted in equity, care, and second chances. Through special education advocacy, academic coaching, and parent engagement, she is creating a world where every child is seen, every learner is supported, and every adult has a path to new possibility. Her adult school, Second Chance Academy, is a direct echo of Harvey George's vision, a place where transformation is not only possible, it is expected. Nashima exemplifies what it means to build a business with purpose. She hires from the community. She serves families who have been historically left out of the education system. And she's building a legacy, one rooted in the belief that our past does not define our future, but our courage to serve others does. Tonight, Nashima, we see you, we honor you. We celebrate your commitment, your vision, and your love in action. You remind us what entrepreneurship can really mean when it's rooted in justice. Everyone, please join me in celebrating the 2025 recipient of the Harvey George Award, Miss Nashima Harvey.
Yes, I'm so happy. Thank you so much, John. First, I want to say thank you, John, for being the person who signed me up for a Rising Tide. I couldn't remember your name, and when I saw you and I heard your voice, I'm like, oh, that's the guy. So first, I am honored for you to present this. And Harvey George Award is a beautiful award, and I definitely feel like it represents what my purpose is in this life. And that's to help others. I've come from a long line of educators in my family and helping people in the community. And this award means everything to me. When I found out that I was being honored with this award, I knew that I had done something great, but I didn't do it for myself. I did it for all those people who are in need. I'm a problem solver, and the problem that I work toward is helping people who have special needs, learning disabilities, who struggle with education. And it doesn't matter whether you're in pre-K or you're an adult learner. My goal is to be that bridge for you to succeed in this life. I am so happy to be honored with this and to continue to pay it forward. And I want to thank Rising Tide for acknowledging me. I want to thank you all for celebrating with me, and I am so happy to be a graduate. You have no idea. I'm so happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, thank you again, Nashima. And as we close tonight, I want to return once more to the words of Brian Stevenson, who reminds us, each of us is more than the worst thing we've ever done. That truth pulses through the legacy of Harvey George. It runs through the story of Frank, through the heartbreak and the hope. And it radiates through Nashima's work, where second chances are not just offered, they are honored. From a single decision to help one person, to a ripple that lifts families, to a current that moves an entire community. This is what it looks like when love becomes action, when entrepreneurship becomes justice, when we start not somewhere far away, but right where we stand. Thank you, Nashima, for reminding us of that truth. And thank you, Rising Tide family, for holding space for this kind of transformation. It has been an honor to share this moment with you. And now, to bring this extraordinary evening to a close, please welcome back our President and Chief Advancement and Innovation Officer, Dr. Martinez.
It always takes me a little bit to come back to myself after the Harvey George Award, because it's such a powerful moment. Thinking about legacy is one thing, upholding it is another. Celebrating it is an entirely beautiful thing altogether. Nashima, congratulations. John, Lord John Juan, for your words, for your encouragement, for the spirit of your delivery. Thank you. This is why, as Eugene said earlier about me, you get paid the big bucks. Dr. Gonzalez, your words were inspired and inspiring. They gave us hope and they moved us. Chairwoman Aicha Balla, yes, I cannot ever stop celebrating the fact that you are the first Black woman to lead on our board of trustees. Thank you for the gift of legacy that you bring and that your family generously upholds and delivers to us again and again and again. Our entrepreneurs are forever changed because of it. To each of you instructors and monitors who get it done and bring these brilliant people into celebration, thank you. We are not doing any of it without you. Tito, my friend and our keynote, thank you for delivering powerful messages. And I'm sure my mother will not love it when I say, now I have to figure out how to get tatted with a dragonfly. To our grounding guide and our community of talent liaison who holds the instructors and facilitators and monitors and vendors and volunteers. To you, Michele, thank you for all you've contributed to this day, to this moment, and for the way you hold and bring us together. To the team at Rising Tide Capital that makes up direct services, y'all bad. You hear? You're phenomenal and amazing and incredible. You are powerful and you land powerfully on the earth. And nothing is more important than what you do and how you bring us to another graduation. To our MCs for the evening, Eugene Barnes and Janet Garcia, you know you have my utmost love and honor and respect and regard. Thank you for holding us and helping us laugh and helping us celebrate and doing it in a way that we don't forget you're both graduates. And Eugene, thank you for your pitch and for reminding us that you need to practice it again and again. Rising Tide Capital. No one does it like you. And to every one of you graduates who have broken through and are moving forward, remember to stay in motion. Remember that we are here, right here. We're in your neighborhoods, we're in your phones, we're in your WhatsApp, Facebook, wherever you are, we are, because you're our community and we are yours. So don't forget to reach out. Congratulations. Felicidades. Again, disfruta. And welcome to your next.
As one of the original teachers of the Community Business Academy, I know how hard it's been for the past 12 weeks to go to all those classes and to do those homework assignments. So congratulations on finishing the program. And most importantly, congratulations on getting your business started or expanded. So you deserve all the credit that you get tonight. Good luck with your business.
Congratulations, everyone, on completing the Community Business Academy. Your hard work and dedication has paid off. You did it. And now it's time to celebrate your achievements. So here's to your bright futures and continued success.
Your hard work, determination, and vision have brought you to this incredible milestone. As you embark on the next chapter of your entrepreneurial journey, remember that you're not just building businesses, but transforming communities and inspiring others to dream. Here's to your continued success, innovation, and the positive impact you'll create. The future is yours. Rise and thrive.
Congratulations to all of the graduates of the Community Business Academy here at Rising Tide Capital. It was 12 weeks of a lot of work, 12 weeks of pushing through homework and going to your Zoom classes. But guess what? You did it. And this night is about you, and it's about celebrating all that you have done and how far you've come. So take it all in and enjoy it. Congratulations to you all.